Hello mga ka-money wise! Welcome back to my channel. May mga nagtatanong kung pwede bang mag-invest kahit maliit lang ang puhunan. May nabasa rin akong comment, ang sabi niya pang mayaman lang naman ang investing. Pero alam mo ba, maraming investments na pwede mong umpisahan for as low as 1,000 pesos. Hindi mo kailangan ng malaking kapital para makapag-umpisang mag-invest. In this video, meron akong isi-share na 10 investments that you can start with 1,000 pesos. Ideal ito para sa mga beginners, students, or kahit sino na gustong palaguin ang pera. Reminder lang, hindi get rich quick ang mga investments na ito. These are legit and realistic ways to grow your money basta consistent ka sa pag-i-invest. Let's start with low-risk investments. Ideal ito para sa mga conservative investors with low-risk profile. Unang-una is money market fund. Ang money market fund is a low-risk type of investment, pero mas mataas ang kita kaysa bank deposits. Objective ng money market fund is to maximize income and achieve higher returns versus regular savings accounts, while also preserving your capital. Suitable ito for investors who have conservative risk profile at merong short-term investment horizon na 1 year or less and who want better returns compared to regular bank deposits. Kung gusto mong i-park muna ang pera mo dahil hindi mo pa gagamitin kaagad, money market fund is a good option. Ang minimum holding period ay 0 to 7 days, depende sa fund provider. And then, pwede mong i-redeem anytime pag kailangan mo na ang pera mo. At pwede mo rin siyang i-hold for as long as you want. Sa money market fund, ang pera mo, together with other investors' money, ay pinagsasama-sama ng fund manager. Tapos, i-invest sa safe investment instruments like treasury bills, RTBs, corporate bonds, time deposits, and cash or cash equivalents. Typical returns ay usually around 4% per year. Hindi ganun kalaki ang kita, pero mababa rin ang risk. At pwede mo ring i-redeem anytime, kaysa iwan mo lang sa bangko. Ang pinakamadaling way to invest in money market fund ay sa GCash, GInvest, GFunds at Maya Funds. Meron silang money market funds at TRAM or ALFM ang fund provider. 50 pesos lang ang minimum investment pag sa GCash ka mag-invest. Sa Maya Funds seed box ay 50 pesos din pag at TRAM. 500 pesos naman sa ALFM sa Investa Funds. Kung meron kang account sa broker, pwede rin sa mga brokers like Dragonfly, First Metrosec, or COL Financial. Pero higher ang minimum, around 500 pesos up to 5,000 pesos, depende sa fund provider. Pwede rin sa mga bangko, pero usually mas malaki ang minimum investment. Next is government bond, specifically treasury bills. Sa government bond, ipapautang mo ang pera mo sa government. And then, babayaran ka ng fixed interest rate. This is also considered as one of the safest investments kasi it's government guaranteed. Ginagamit ang pera to fund government projects like infrastructure, schools, hospitals, and other government projects. Merong dalawang main types of government bonds, treasury bills and retail treasury bonds or RTBs. Mas mababa ang minimum sa treasury bills, 500 pesos lang. Mas malaki sa RTBs, nasa 5,000 pesos ang minimum investment. Ang treasury bills ay short-term government securities para sa mga investors na mas gusto ng low-risk investments at mabilis lang ang holding period, like less than 1 year. Duration ng T-bills ay less than 1 year. Merong 91, 182, or 364-day treasury bills. You can redeem your investments and interest at the maturity date. Ang interest ay around 4.5% to 5.7% per year. Pero may 20% withholding tax pa. Mababang interest, pero low-risk investment kasi and shorter din ang holding period. So, expect lower returns. Ang retail treasury bonds naman or RTBs ay mas mahaba ang holding period, more than 1 year, with terms that can extend up to 20 years or more. Paano kikita sa RTBs? Makakatanggap ka ng regular interest payments throughout the bond's life. Usually, quarterly ang payment ng interest. Interest ay around 6 to 7% per annum. And then merong 20% withholding tax na mababawas. Kaya may passive income ka habang hawak mo ang RTB. Pag nag-mature na ang RTB, makukuha mo ang full investment mo. Pwede mo rin siyang ibenta sa secondary market to another investor who wants to buy government bond. Puwede kang bumili ng government bonds sa GCash GBonds. Meron silang 91-day treasury bills and RTBs. You can also buy government bonds online sa PDAX. Some banks also offer government bonds to retail investors like us, pero usually mas mataas ang minimum investment sa mga bangko. Mga around 100,000 pesos or higher, depende sa bangko. And then merong government bonds sa First Metrosec at bonds.ph. Next ay digital banks, high yield savings account and time deposit. Meron pa rin namang high yield na savings account sa mga digital banks maski nakailang interest cut na ang BSP. Sa Maya meron pa rin silang mataas na interest rates. Base rate is 3.5% per annum pero pwede kang mag-boost up to 11.5%. Yun lang, monthly, nagre-reset siya. Balik sa 3.5% per annum na base. And then, boost mo uli para tumaas uli yung interest rate mo. Up to 6% per annum ang pinakamadaling ma-achieve. Sa akin, usually hanggang 6% per annum lang ang nakukuha ko monthly. Yun lang, meron siyang cap na 100,000 pesos. Ang BPI Direct Banko ay nasa 5% per annum ang interest sa Todo Savings Account. Up to 1 million pesos makakakuha ng 5% per annum na interest. Ang Discartec naman ay 4.8% per annum, up to 50,000 pesos na deposit. Sa Tonic Bank, you can get 4 to 4.5% per annum sa stash. For time deposit, you can earn up to 6% per annum sa mga digital banks like Maya and Uno Digital. Sa own bank, meron sila up to 6.5% per annum. Take note, ang interest rates ay subject to 20% withholding tax. Pang-apat ay Pag-ibig MP2. Isa ito sa pinaka-popular na investments among Filipinos. MP2 is short for Modified Pag-ibig 2. This is a voluntary savings program ng government for Pag-ibig members. Sa MP2, at least 70% ng investable fund ay naka-invest sa housing finance as required by its charter. And the rest ay naka-invest naman sa mga government securities and corporate bonds. Higher ang dividend rate ng MP2 versus Pag-ibig regular savings. Ang dividend rates the past 5 years ay 6 to 7.1%. Tax-free ang dividend sa MP2. Minimum deposit is 500 pesos. And pwede kang maghulog ng any amount anytime. Basta 500 pesos ang minimum. Ang lock-in period ay 5 years. Sa dividend payment, merong 2 options. Pwedeng annual payout. You get your dividends every year. Pero ang capital mo, makukuha mo lang after 5 years. At yung pangalawa naman ay compounded dividends. After 5 years mo makukuha lahat ng dividends kasama ang iyong capital. Pwede ka mag-open ng MP2 account online. Meron akong tutorial video how to open an account online. Pwede ka rin pumunta sa any Pag-ibig branch para mag-open ng MP2 account. Panglima is SSS Voluntary Pension Booster. Ito yung dating WISP Plus. This is a savings and investment program of the government na pwede mong idagdag on top of your regular SSS contributions. Guaranteed din ito by the government, parang MP2. And pwede mo siyang ma-withdraw partially or in full after 1 year na active ang account mo. Pero reduced earnings nga lang pag less than 5 years. Ideal holding period is long-term, 5 years or more, to maximize your earnings through compounding dividends. Hindi mo kailangang i-withdraw after 5 years. Pwede mong ituloy-tuloy lang ang paghulog hanggang retirement. Ang minimum investment is 500 pesos, so same sa MP2. Ang nakalagay sa website nila, ang target nila is 7.2% per annum. Tax-free din ang dividends. Pwede ka mag-open ng account online sa MySSS. Now let's move to medium risk investments. Suitable ito for investors with moderate risk profile. Pang-anim is bond fund. A bond fund is a type of investment fund that invests in different types of bonds, gaya ng treasury bills, RTBs, or corporate bonds. Instead of buying individual bonds on your own, the fund manager does it for you. Your money is pooled together with other investors' money. Tapos ini-invest nila sa iba't ibang types of bonds. Ideal ito for investors who want steady growth and less volatility. Merong dalawang types ng bond fund, local bond fund at global bond fund. Ang local bond fund invest in local bonds issued here in the Philippines. Ang global bond fund naman ay nag invest sa bonds abroad. So exposed ka sa international markets. Pinakamadaling mag-invest sa G-Invest, G-Funds at sa Maya Funds. Mas mababa ang minimum investment, 50 pesos sa G-Funds at Maya Funds Seedbox. Mas mataas ang minimum investment pag sa Maya Investa Funds. Ang average return ay around 3 to 5% per year, net of fees na ito. Meron ding local bond sa mga brokers like First, Metrosec, or COL Financial. Meron silang bond fund from different fund providers. So, mas maraming choices pag sa broker ka mag-invest. Meron din sa Dragonfly, Manulife, and BPI bond funds. Minimum investment is higher, nasa 1,000 to 5,000 pesos, depende sa fund provider. Next is Global Bond Income Fund. A global bond income fund is an investment fund that aims to provide investors with regular income and diversified exposure to the global bond market. Naka-invest ang fund na ito sa fixed income securities issued by governments, corporations, and other institutions across different countries. Okay, so nakita ko itong Atram Global Bond Income Feeder Fund sa First Metrosec. Meron siyang quarterly interest income at ang annualized yield ay 5.05% to 5.59%. Sa First Metrosec ko lang nakita ang Global Bond Income Fund na ito. Pwede rin mag-invest nito sa Atram mismo via Seedbox. Ang minimum investment is 1,000 pesos at additional investments is also 1,000 pesos. Wala siyang holding period, so you can redeem anytime. Pero merong settlement period na T plus 7 business days. So pag nag-redeem ka, more than 1 week bago mo makuha ang pera mo. Ito ang cumulative performance ng fund. Included na dito ang income paid out on distribution. Net of fees na rin ito. Around 8% per year including interest income. Okay na for a moderate risk investment. Here's another one, BPI Global Bond Income Fund sa BPI Wealth. May nakabanggit nito sa ating Facebook group, so I checked it. The fund operates as a multi-class feeder fund. Nag-i-invest ito sa isang target fund. Ang goal ng fund na ito is to provide regular and stable income with a secondary focus sa long-term capital appreciation. Bago pa lang ang income bond fund na ito. Merong USD class at meron ding peso class. Sa peso class, ang minimum investment is 1,000 pesos. Pero may minimum holding period na 180 days or 6 months. And merong early redemption fee pag nag-redeem ka ng mas maaga. Monthly ang distribution ng income, around first week of the month ang payment date. Ang annualized yield ay 5.64% to 6.48%. Bago pa lang ang fund, so wala pang 1 year performance. Around 1% ang annual trust fees ng mga bond funds. Higher siya versus yung money market fund na around 0.5% ang annual trust fee. Naka-incorporate na sa NAVPO ang annual trust fee at ang reported returns ay net of fees na rin. Available ang fund na ito sa BPI. Pero meron din ito sa COL Financial. Next, let's move on to medium to high risk investments. Suitable ang mga investments na ito sa mga investors with aggressive risk profile. Pangwalo is Global Feeder Fund. A global feeder fund is a type of investment fund na nag-invest sa isang target fund abroad, usually managed by big international fund managers like BlackRock or JP Morgan. Tinawag na feeder kasi it doesn't buy individual stocks directly. Instead, it feeds your money into the main global fund, which invests in hundreds or even thousands of companies worldwide. Ang advantage nito, kahit maliit lang ang capital mo, you get exposure sa global markets and get instant diversification na rin. Hindi mo na kailangan ng account sa foreign broker at hindi mo rin kailangan ng dollar para makapag-invest. Mas mataas ang management fee, around 1 to 1.5% per year. Pangbayad dito sa mga fund managers na nagmamanage ng funds. Merong two main types of global feeder fund, dividend fund at growth fund. Dividend fund invest in companies that regularly pay dividends. Ang focus ng dividend fund is income. Secondary ang capital appreciation. Kaya hindi masyadong malaki ang capital appreciation. Ideal siya for investors who want consistent cash flow or passive income. Karamihan ng dividend funds ay monthly ang dividend payouts. Meron ding quarterly at semi-annual. Ang question is, paano malalaman kung nagbibigay ng dividend ang isang fund? Para malaman mo, you need to check the fund information sheet para makita mo kung may dividend distribution or wala. Marami na ako nagawang videos about dividend funds. Check out this video if you want to learn more about dividend funds. Ang focus ng growth fund is capital appreciation. Ang goal is to grow the value of your investments over time. Naka-invest lahat sa equities at hindi nagbibigay ng dividends. Suitable ang global equity feeder fund sa mga investors with aggressive risk profile. Mataas din ang volatility ng feeder fund, especially growth funds kasi naka-invest sa equities. Easiest way to invest ay sa GInvest G Funds at Maya Funds. Sa GInvest G Funds, may nakalagay na dividend paying sa dividend funds. Pag walang label na dividend paying, growth fund yon. Sa Maya Investa Funds, meron silang fund classification, kaya madaling malaman kung dividend fund or not. Kung meron kang account sa broker, mas maganda diretso ka na mag-invest sa brokers kasi mas maraming choices doon compared sa G-Funds at Maya Funds. Pwede rin sa BPI Wealth. So meron silang ALFM and BPI Funds. Pag Atram Funds naman, pwedeng diretso ka rin sa Atram mag-invest via Seedbox. Next is REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. REIT is a company that operates income-generating commercial spaces gaya ng office buildings, hotels, shopping malls, and industrial lots. REITs are required by law to distribute at least 90% of their distributable income to shareholders as dividends. Aside from quarterly dividends, meron ding potential for capital appreciation. Dividend yield ay nasa around 5 to 10% per year. Focus sa mga quality REITs, maski mababa ang dividend yield, gaya ng Ayala REIT, Robinsons Land, and Citicorp REIT. Para makapag-invest ka, kailangan mo ng account sa broker. And then, pwede kang bumili ng minimum board lot. Pag may 1,000 pesos ka, pwede ka makabili ng shares ng Robinsons Land REIT. Sa ngayon, ang share price niya is 7.24 pesos per share. When you buy 100 shares, so 724 pesos lang, plus 0.25% commission fee. Less than 1,000 pesos, makakapag-invest ka na sa Robinsons Land REIT. Pang-sampo ay dividend stocks. Risk level is high. Dividend stocks are companies that pay out a part of their regular earnings to shareholders as dividends. Ang dividend payment schedule ay hindi fixed, depende sa company policy. Merong quarterly, merong semi-annual, and annual. Common stocks are not required to pay regular dividends, kaya pwedeng bumaba ang dividend pag hindi maganda ang naging performance ng company. And pwede ring mag-stop magbigay ng dividends if the company is struggling to keep their cash flow stable. Pag mag-invest ka sa dividend stocks, importante din to do your research sa company bago ka mag-invest dito. Invest only sa mga great companies with good fundamentals to lower your risk. And kailangan mo ng account sa broker para makabili ka ng shares ng dividend stocks. Kung gusto mo mag-invest pero wala kang account sa broker, you can sign up sa Dragonfly using my referral code MoneyWise. And you can also check my signature portfolio sa Dragonfly Securities. Hanapin mo lang ang MoneyWise Engineers Portfolio. So yan ang 10 investments na pwede mong simulan sa 1,000 pesos. Hindi mo kailangan ng malaking puhunan para makapag-umpisa. Ang importante, magsimula ka na mag-invest kahit maliit lang muna. Basta consistent, lalaki rin yan over time.